This episode could see a big step in our quest to win and be promoted from the Vanarama National League North. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of To Be a Legend. My name is Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Kettering Town at home in the Vanarama National League North, and a game against Hereford also at home in the National League North. And it looks like we've got 3 games on the trot here. I hadn't realised actually in my haste to get to the episode. I hadn't really noticed it. So since you were last with us, we have lost 1 game out of the last 5. That was against Leamington. Poor game really, away from home, and wondered if the wheels were going to fall off after this sort of happening here, but no, we had a winning episode, the last episode against Chester and Fylde. But since then, we have put the wheels back on, and the formation that we've got seems to be working reasonably well. We then had a 4-1 win against Spennymoor, and a 1-0 win against Brackley Town, a Harry Cardwell goal after 78 minutes. As you'll see, Harry Cardwell is on the score sheet more often than not. A 2-0 win against Southport, which was very slow to get going, but we did actually get there in the end. And we had to wait until the second half against Blythe Spartans to get past them. Goals, 3-0 win. Goals from Storer after 66 minutes. Harry Cardwell after 71 from the penalty spot. And then just put icing on the cake after 90 minutes. And where does that leave us in the table? Well, yeah, we are top by 11 clear points at this stage. So 2 wins today will get us that much closer to the end of the season, the business end of the season. And hopefully we can remain at least 11 points clear, if not a little bit more. Everybody has played equal amount of games, so no advantages from that. York City are in second place on 62 points, but we do have a vastly superior goal difference, 47 goal difference as it currently stands. Player stats, Harry Cardwell top of the goal scorers with 25 goals, then Orion Potts from York City on 21, and John Lewis from Hereford, who we play on the second game of this particular episode, on 20 goals. Average rating wise, Afusu 7.53, Cardwell 7.48, and Fondop Kidderminster 7.38, and Michael Duckworth, York City, 13 assists. We're going to have to watch him then, obviously. Players of the match, Cardwell with 10. Matt Irwin has 12 clean sheets as it currently stands. Yellow cards, well, we won't go into that really at the minute. We don't need to. So that's how we stack up. Let's go through to a first game of the episode then against Kettering Town. Kettering Town are currently down here in 17th place. Game we should be able to win. And this is the team that we're going with against Kettering Town. Irwin remains in goal. Hines, Baines, Leather and Gimphy in defence. Shenton and Calverley, who are in midfield. Calverley is he's upset. He basically doesn't want to be here for much longer, and he has requested a transfer out. We've tried to send him out on loan, but nobody wants him. He's come in for this game anyway. Storer, Riley and Ogunby in attacking midfield, and Cardwell up front. And do you know what? I'm going to swap them back over. Calverley can go back on the bench. So Collins back in there. Taylor, Halls, Newby, Culverley and Ball are the players on the bench for this game. And so let's go through to the dressing room via this screen for our first game of the episode. And what have we got? I want you to pick up where you left off last time. I think that's pretty much motivated everybody. And we will kick off. Not much to say. Cardwell back to Baines in the opening skirmish. Leather forward to Storer. And Storer with a blocked cross. Right, we have the same issue here. There we go. And Hines to Riley. Riley with a cross ball looking for Ogunby. Didn't find him, but Gumphy manages to pick up the ball. It's in. Storer gets his 4th goal of the season. 12 minutes gone. 1-0 up against Kettering. I thought, we'll have a look at this again. And obviously it was left for a reason. Ogunby didn't get to the ball. Gumphy, fantastic cross. I think that's Cardwell in the middle. Didn't go for it. Left it for Storer, who was steaming up the outside. It was Cardwell. And, well, question of offside here. Cardwell didn't touch it. And I think he knew it was offside, which is probably why he left it. Well played by him. And, right, let's sort this out. Because it's all... There we go. All messed up. And Storer having a good couple of games just recently. Kettering with the throw in, but he's cut out by Collins. Collins come inside. Ogunby out wide now. Crosser in. Cardwell gets the save out of the goalkeeper. I think a little bit annoyed of himself for not getting it. Corner in. Nobody there really. Riley with the cross in. Looking for Cardwell. Didn't find him. Collins to Shenton. Shenton now out to Hines. Hines with the ball in. Whipped ball. Nobody coming onto it. And Ogunby runs the ball out. There's a clear-cut chance. Collins to Ogunby, who was really wide. Stretched the defence. Cardwell on the end of it. And looking just to tap it home. Didn't quite make it. Leather with the throw. Didn't quite get in. Gimphy. Or Gumphy. Shenton to Cardwell. To Storer. To Hines. Hines with the ball in. Cardwell! He missed that one just now. He wasn't going to miss the second time. And Cardwell puts us 2-0 up. 28th goal of the season. And, well, I think we really need to make sure we hang on to him. New contract coming for him shortly, I think. Cardwell, back of the net. Fantastic. He was very slightly offside. So I think we can think ourselves lucky. No VAR in this game. Otherwise, if we'd had VAR, I think it would have been his undoing. Hunt with the ball in from the corner, but headed over the top. Clear cut chance. Ness with the header. And 13 points clear now of York in second, which presumably York must be at least drawing if not losing. And goals from Storer and Cardwell in that first half have put us in a very good position. Happy with things, keep it up. As the second half gets underway. And they have the early attack. Storer wins the ball back though, not to anybody in particular. Long ball forward and headed on, but Owen comes out for that. He wasn't going to let that one surpass him. Long ball over the top looking for Cardwell, but Cardwell nowhere near it on this occasion. And he's gone forward for it to press the goalkeeper, Guyumphy. Guyumphy with the ball in. Cardwell, second goal of the game, 29th of the season, and Guyumphy again, what an assist. He's turning out to be a plum player in that wing back role there on the right side. And the defence just gaping. And 3-0 in the lead. Let's have a look. What are York doing? I saw York there, and actually that's a player called York. York City 0-0 against Southport as it currently stands. And if it stays like this, we are 13 points clear and some 16 points on goal difference from our nearest rivals. Unsurmountable. I feel sure we have got promotion in the bag. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh dear. All going to go wrong. Starting now. No, Baines is equal to that. And Storer is going to pick up the loose ball. Can Cardwell get his hat-trick here? Or is Storer going to get number 2? No, he's inside to Cardwell, but it's blocked on this occasion. And I think he was offside as well, because that was definitely a corner. Riley, long cross ball and cut out, but not to anybody in particular. Baines gingerly coming back for it. Hines on this side, long ball into Riley. Only if we could have a Guyumphy on this side as well. Goodness me, they would be dangerous. So we're looking for in the close season. We're looking for a similar person to Guyumphy, and my oh my, would that be two fantastic wing backs if we did that. Not such a good ball from him this time, but needless to say, that's over the top, and they've got one back. No, disallowed. He was offside. Wasn't too sure whether he was when the ball was played. Certainly looked offside now. Yes, he's just come into shot, look way offside, and well put away, but you were way out, mate. And with 67 minutes gone, it's high time we have a look. See if we need to make any changes. Right, I'm going to bring Cavalry on for Collins, just see what he can do. And I think we're going to stick at that just for the minute, because we don't want to tempt fate. Cardwell on a hat-trick, of course. Guyumphy with a long ball forward. Looking for Cardwell, I think, but nowhere near him. And that ball's come a long way back. Going to be picked up by Leather. And Leather, I'm not sure what he was doing there. That's come back off the woodwork, and it comes back for a second attempt. Irwin equal to it. I'm not sure what Leather was doing there. Really unusual for Leather. He basically stopped the ball, left it for their player, and I think we were just lucky as that rattled the woodwork. Scott keeps this one in, crosses the ball and over the top. Goes down as a clear-cut chance. Scott playing really well there. Long ball across to Ness. Ness heads it down for Storer and he puts it over the top. Right, a couple of changes can be made now. Shenton is tired, as is Riley. Right, and Baines in defence. Right, straightforward. Baines for Halls, and Riley is going to make way for Newby. And they are the changes. Shenton also tired, but we've left him on. Newby to Leather. Leather now to Hines. Hines forward to Halls. Halls coming back now. Stevens as they come forward. Caught out Berry. Blocked there, and Shenton puts it out for a throw in. They have a free kick headed back, or headed out probably by our defender as it turns out, and Stevens takes a speculative shot and goes out for a goal kick. Irwin would have been caught out really big time there had that gone in. Halls to Leather. Leather with a long cross ball, but it's going out, and that is full time and convincing 3-0 win against Kettering. Store after 13 minutes and Cardwell 35, and just after half time 46 minutes, and really took foot off the pedal then, but the damage was done, and outstretched arms we're going to do. Really happy with the result and the way that you played, and York City must have got the win because they are still those 11 points behind us. They did after 59 minutes. Ryan Clark getting the goal, which tucks them just in behind us. Never mind. As I said, all we need to do is just win these two games. Takes us that much closer to the final end of the season with those 11 points. And here we are. So Harry Cardwell, man of the match, 7.7. So 5 matches run in a row as we smash Kettering Town. And so that's where we are. It's through to the second game of the episode. Can we have a winning episode? We're about to find out. And here we are with the team that face Hereford. No changes to the team that played Kettering Town. Irwin remains in goal. Hines, Baines, Leather and Gumphy are our defence. Shenton and Collins in front of them, with Storer, Riley and Ogunby in attacking midfield. Cardwell continues his role up front, and on the bench Taylor, Halls, Newby, Calverley and Ball. One thing just to note, if we can go back there, if I could get it up, matches have been played already, and of those matches played, you will see York City have played by Blythe Spartans and drawn 1 1. So that means that York City have played a game more than us and are only 10 points, sorry, not only, but are 10 points behind us, which means if we can win this game against Hereford, who are in 4th place with 62 points, then it would mean that we have a 13-point advantage over York City. I believe it will actually mean that we confirm a playoff place at a bare minimum, but will actually put us that 13 points clear of York City going into the final 11 games, of which 33 points are available, of course, but obviously that just helps somewhat. We do have York City in the last game of the season as well, which is a rather interesting permutation of things as they happen. So through to the team selection, then we'll submit the team because that's the team that we're going to put through. Unchanged side and looking okay. The team sheet, the obligatory team sheet, through to the dressing room and pick up where you left off. And if we can, then I think it puts us in a very, very good position. Cardwell kicks off, back to Baines. Baines to Leather. Leather forward. And that is the opening skirmishes. There are players, a lot of players up for contract renewal. But really, until we get a little bit further in, we don't really want to start doing lots of contracts. Cardwell has signed a new contract. He'll be with us for another season, and we've just given away a penalty. Guy-Umphy, I think he's going to get a yellow card here as well. No, he's just told to quieten down, but it is a penalty, which is not what we wanted. 10 minutes in, and they have scored through Owen Evans. And we will have to pick ourselves up in the unusual position of being behind. And I think we're going to need a shout. Fire up. Not what we wanted. Shenton with the ball in, headed clear, back up to Shenton, and Shenton fires it in. Goalkeeper, oh no, it's gone wide. I thought the goalkeeper had made the save, obviously missed the goalkeeper completely. And Baines heads down to Storer, to Riley, Riley to Storer. Storer not with the pace. Hines knocks the ball forward for Storer, but Storer had stood still. Wasn't running onto that. Hines with the ball forward again, looking for Cardwell, but it's headed out to Shenton. Shenton forward to Storer. Storer with a cross ball to no one. Looking a bit shaky here. And we need to get a grasp of this. Leather into Collins. Collins flicks it back to Leather, who... And it's gone in. Harry Cardwell thought the goalkeeper had got that. A very weird goal. Let's have a look at it from this attempt. That's his 30th goal of the season. Collins back flick to Leather. And it's sort of gone in off the crossbar. And the goalkeeper's sort of like not done anything. The question of him being offside here, but he's not. We will get a third opportunity of seeing it, and it's gone over the top of the goalkeeper and come in. But they all count. They all count, and that puts us back on level terms. And as it stands, 11 points in front of York. We do need a win potentially to open up that gap even more. Shenton now. Shenton inside. cross ball looking for Storer, I think it was. Didn't find him, but Owen Evans on the attack now and fires one from distance. And a complete waste of time, really. And half time comes. We've had the better of the first half, albeit not on XG. We are behind on XG. And outstretched arms, pump fists. Right, let's go with what the assistant says. And that seems to have done a good job. So I think all in all, happy with that. Hereford with the early balls here. Storer flicks the ball forward looking for Cardwell. Cardwell on the ball. He's been tackled and loses the ball. Throw in from Leather, headed clear. Collins will pick up the loose ball. Hines with a rifle ball in, and that's not going anywhere. Gymphy, Collins, not seen much of Gymphy this time. Riley to Ogunby now with a cross into the box, not really putting them under any pressure. Leather forward looking for Riley heads it to Gymphy with that ball to Cardwell. And Cardwell, his second of the game, 31st goal of the season, and puts us in the box seat now. Said we hadn't seen a lot from Gymphy, and then he pulls one out of the box. Cardwell waits for it and rifles it into the corner. Very, very good goal. And Gymphy again with the assist. Interesting to see how many assists he's got. Long ball to Storer and heads that one wide. 55 minutes gone. And highlight straight away again. Storer this time. He's going on a run. Ball in. Cardwell looking for his hat-trick. This time right into the hands of Hole, the goalkeeper. It's going down as a clear-cut chance, and not surprised either. Storer outruns, waits, lovely chip ball in for Cardwell. Cardwell probably more room than he had with the goal, the previous goal, and actually heads it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Leather now with the ball to Hines, to Shenton to Hines again, and it's headed clear, and they have a break on 2 against 1 here. He's offside now, so he's going to be in trouble, and it's blocked by Hines, and Hines manages to get to the ball first. Defence back into shape. Baines headed down to Riley, to Collins. Long ball forward looking for Cardwell, who is on it and gets his hat-trick. What a way to get a hat-trick as well. 32nd goal of the season. And, well, Collins, perfect ball out. Baines, Riley, Collins hits it into space. Cardwell was there. Bang. Pulls the trigger, and he's not missing from that. Celebrates his new contract with a hat-trick, and well celebrated too. Right. Ogunby. What are we doing here? Shenton. Right, I'm tempted. Hines again, not having the most fantastic games in that back left side. Right, we're going to give, as we've got a 2 goal cushion, unless it all goes blatantly wrong here. I'm going to bring off Riley, I think. In fact, you know what I'm going to do is bring Riley up front. I'm going to move Cardwell. I'm going to bring Calverley on for Cardwell in that attacking midfield role. And what else are we going to do? Ogunby not having the best of games. So we put Ogunby over that side and we'll bring Newby on for Storer. Those are the two changes for the minute. Leather with a throw in to Collins, back to Leather. Leather with a cross in, and that's gone over the top. I'm not sure if it came in from Riley. Leather cross in. I think it was Riley who did get his head to it, but it closely marked. Couldn't get the header down and away as it was. Leather with the ball across, and I'm not quite sure. Somebody has come up, so we're only 12 points in front now. Hadn't worked any other mathematics out there. Owen Evans running rings round the defence there for a minute, but didn't find the final ball. And that long shot, looking for somebody, didn't find anybody. Irwin has picked it up. Long ball forward. Cleverly heads it down and out wide to Newby. Newby wide to Ogunby. Ogunby inside. Oh, must have hit the crossbar, and it looked as if he tipped it over. Right, Kidderminster have taken up second place in front of York now. I hadn't really... Yeah, they've taken the lead after 18 minutes and puts them 12 points behind us. Not really going to do us any damage, I don't think, but just worth taking note. Baines now tired, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to make that final change. We're going to take Baines off for Halls. Bring him on. And there we go. Final change. Takes us down. This is going to be the final play of the game. Leather with a throw in to Shenton. Shenton back to Leather. Leather with a ball in. Riley over the top. That must be it. And is indeed. Not time for the goal kick. And a fine 3-1 win. A winning episode. Has taken us to... Let's have a look and see where that leaves us. To the precipice. Kidderminster must have got the win. In fact, they did. 2-1 win there. I'm sure that said 90 minutes. Oh, that's Kettering. Kidderminster 80 minutes, yeah. So that leaves us 12 points clear of Kidderminster in second place. With 33 points available. That doesn't quite mean that we are guaranteed playoff place as it stands. We have to lose everything from here on in, which seems highly unlikely, if I may say so. Cardwell on form. He's going to get the handshake. 6 straight wins. We will do the post-match press conference off of line. Let's have a look at where we will be coming back for our 8th episode. I'm thinking we are going to be coming back for Curzon Ashton and Gateshead. which will leave us really, we'll see where that leaves us in regards to finishing up the season, and then we're obviously looking to come back for the final 2 games of the season, then Guiseley and York City to round off this particular first season of Chorley in the National League North. At the moment, looking extremely promising. So that's where we come back to. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, a winning episode once again. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with all future episodes, and of course new series that are released on this channel. New episodes currently released every Wednesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And why not follow me on Twitter, JustOffside2, for all the news and updates on this channel and more. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with episode 8 on Friday, possibly in a lockdown. See you then.